This is going to get fairly scary now. Posted a video yesterday about this new plan China's working on, and it's the prosperity, what is it called? It's the end of the currency for sure. This conference called Global Settlements. This is not a good deal at all. I'm going to post another video link. Listen very carefully to this interview. The one I mentioned yesterday, the key phrases is don't react, sit back, and say nothing for 6 months. Like, yeah, you see the problems, and we don't want to hear about the problems. We want you to remain calm and just do what we say as we destroy the friggin' planet even more. This is one thing you got to kind of see is a lot of really, really wealthy people. I mean, the insane people that think they know all of these answers. They, let's say, invest in a corporation, and they make as much friggin' money as they can from that corporation, to the point where they don't give a shit if it destroys the corporation in the process of them taking advantage of it, because at the end of the day, they're just going to take the money and run. That is what happened with the stock market. Is they didn't give a shit whether they crashed the whole entire system as long as they ended up with all of the money in the end. Now, this is the New World Order, and they're putting such a perfect picture in it that you'll buy into it. They're making you love your own slavery. This Illuminati, this global plan, the really truly evil people behind everything that's wrong, you don't know who they are. They just have front people like the Rothschilds. They have people there that you can say, oh, there's the bad guys. But they are above the bad guys, so you'll never ever see who they really are. And these really, really bad guys eventually will make the Rothschilds and everybody you think are evil, they'll make them lose, so that when your target of who is the cause of all the problem is actually taken down, you'll think all of the problems are solved. It's like, no. Some key things to watch out for is they're doing an awful lot of talk about keeping oil as your backing of this currency, which oil has been one of the biggest evils on this friggin' planet. Just look at BP oil. They're friggin' destroying the planet, and they don't give a shit about that. The more they need you to want oil, the more people that, all of these evil people that own oil, that are destroying the planet, that created war, all because of oil, keeps them in power. And these people that want to, there's going to be more need to keep oil more valuable, which means anything that's good for our planet, it's going to be suppressed. We have clean energy. We have free energy that doesn't cost anything. You can literally drive your car and not have to put oil or gas. It doesn't have to be as expensive to get your transportation, which affects food. It affects everything that you buy, because everything you buy needs transportation to get to where it needs to go. So that is one big, huge warning sign, is that they're giving everybody that's invested in oil more wealth at the cost of friggin' destroying the planet, because these people will kill you if you come up with any better technology. This is going to keep you even dumber, because they don't want you to be smart. Because if you were smart, you would come up with something better than oil, better for our planet, and they don't want this. This is like, if we buy into this, it will destroy the planet a hell of a lot faster. This is not a solution, but you'll be able to keep your house, so you'll buy into it, as long as the majority is happy. That is, the majority controls the few. This is more slavery. The only way that I'll see that this is a solution is if those at the bottom actually get their paycheck. Actually get their fair share of the wealth. And they will never do that. They said that, no, this is a way for you to go to work for the wealthy again, or the government agencies that don't give a shit about you, so you can earn your money to buy your food. This is not a solution at all. You can be able to keep your house, but what about everybody that's lost everything already? Are they going to get their stuff back? Look at the third world countries. Does this end their poverty? Does this give them money to build their countries up again? I don't think so. I don't think that this is going to end war. I don't think this is going to end homelessness. I don't think this is going to end poverty. It's just going to make those few that just lost money, like everybody that lost money in the stock market right now, they're only concerned with getting their stuff back. But they admit this is a game of Monopoly. So they're just restarting the game of Monopoly again, which we know now is slavery. And they're going to just do it all over again, knowing that eventually we're going to end up right back where we are today. The only problem is that the industrial world is polluting the planet, and this will give the industrial world more money to build more corporations to make you go to work for slave labor in comparison. If it's not equal, that the CEOs are able to make wealth out of your labor, that's slavery. And the corporate world does not give a shit about you, your health, your community health, global health. It's all about profit. And that's what this system is, okay, we need to give the CEOs more and more money. On how many levels? This is such a wrong deal. It does not solve any of the causes that created this problem. They needed to make everything crash so that you will be hungry enough to accept anything that looks better. This is like our final destruction. Unless they hand out money to everybody at the bottom and not give money to the current people of wealth, or the people that just recently lost their wealth, this is not a solution. This is our ultimate biggest destruction coming if we buy into this. And they want to keep you quiet for 6 months. From the last interview I posted yesterday, the key phrases are, just sit back, don't get angry. Why would they know that we would get angry about this? Why would, I mean, if it was a plan, everybody would love it. There would be no assumption that, hey, you won't like this. No, they know that you won't like this. And that's why you're supposed to remain calm for 6 months. Sit back and don't overreact. Bullshit. When I see something coming that, you know, that big train that's going to pollute my planet even more, I mean, this gives wealth to the oil industry, and look at what the oil industry is doing right now. Fracking. Do some research on fracking, because that's the newest technology in the oil industry. That is destroying your land, destroying your air, destroying your water, you know, creating as many diseases as possible. It's not solving any of the justice problems. Any justice system anywhere in the world cannot tell the difference between right and wrong. That problem is not being solved. Your government systems created this problem, and that's not getting fixed. We're not restructuring any forms of government, just giving them more money to do more of the same destruction they've always done. This is not fixing the way we get rich. The stock market, the economic systems are not getting fixed. They're just escalating everything that's wrong about these systems. This is not fixing your health care problem, because this whole thing will create more stress, will create more reasons to cause more illnesses, so that the medical community can make more wealth off of you getting a pill from everything that's wrong, so you won't notice anything that's wrong. This is a really, really bad plan. Really, really bad plan. And I can see how everybody's just going to buy into it. But if those at the bottom actually have access to funding, I mean, I would buy into this if I got the money. Because if I got the money, then I'd start a new plan of my own, which will take the owners of this currency system out of their hands. The currency needs to be the people. The whole global population needs to own the currency system and not make everything that's wrong be of value, like oil. They literally said that this is this is the same system that made the Roman empires what they are today. They literally said that in this interview that I'm putting the link to, that this is exactly the same system that made the wealthy people wealthy. It's just rebooting the system so that they can do it all over again. Do everything that's wrong all over again. And you can't even see that. Just take a look at BP Oil and what they did. They don't care about people. They just want you to have a job to go into because you need something to do. Something to do should be cleaning up our friggin' planet, and there is zero interest in cleaning up the planet and fixing all of the causes that got us here. This is not solving not one cause that created this mess. It's feeding every cause, not a solution. Share that with as many people as possible, because your life is about to end. If you buy into it, your lifespan shortens. Peace out.